Good morning, guys. Workout is done. Today was AAA, which is arms, abs, and so it definitely worked it all. The last set, there were 3 rounds, 10 reps of each exercise in each round. And the last set, I was just so lazy to take the bands off my legs, so I got extra ass workout. Made me super tired, but whatever. I was just too lazy. I didn't want to take them off. So, but I'm up to day 31 in our mantra book. I hadn't read it in a couple days because I am just sucked into Girl Wash Your Face. The book it's amazing. I downloaded a few other books. So at the end of this, I'll let you guys know the few books I'm reading. I used to never read. And then when I started getting into reading, I could only read, hey Amanda, I was only able to read 1 book at a time because I would just get way too confused. And now I have a few books going at the same time because the daily mantra book, it literally is like 1 minute just to read that day's little thing, and then you go on to the next. So I'll go into my library on my Kindle when I'm done and give you guys some books that I've been reading. Good morning, Mom, because that's one question I've gotten a lot of. People commenting on my stories, asking me what books I'm reading. People messaging me, asking what books I'm reading, commenting on my posts. So I want to share those titles with you and tell you why I'm reading those books. So today was basically was talking about like how to improve the world. And I know just one person can't improve the world. However, with the ripple effect, we can make a major change. And it's all about giving your attention to the good stuff, the positive stuff. Hey, Terry, how are you? So, hey, Desiree. So it talked about like when you're focusing on the wrong stuff. Like you might be focusing a lot on like the energy of the world and what's going on with the world, which the energy of our world is very negative and crappy and everything else. So, hey, Deborah. So if you're focusing on those things, hey, Sylvia, if you're focusing on those things, hey, Rhonda, it's very negative and it puts your mindset in a very negative place. So, Hugh, he's like cleaning all the dog bowls for me. He does the dishes, the dog's dishes. So it says, I'm trying to find the spot that I loved. Instead of focusing on how hopeless or helpless you feel, choose to see yourself as a powerful change maker. I loved that. And what it was saying was that we, each individually, have the power to make the difference. And this is how, which we've talked about this many times. Good morning, Amy. By being true to you. So I need to be true to me. You need to be true to you. And by doing that, you're improving your own life. You're improving, you know, you're just proactively improving your life and the ripple effect. People are going to see you being true to you and what you're doing, and they're going to magnetize towards you. They're going to want to do the same that you're doing, and it's going to change one person at a time. And each person is going to start being more true to themselves. They're going to focus more positively on what's going on, and with that, you're going to change yourself. They're going to change themselves. Someone's going to see them do it. So someone else is going to change, and you see how the ripple effect goes. And then that is going to change the world, not the whole big picture of the entire world, because just a few people can't change the world. But it's going to make small changes where it's not going to be such a negative place in our minds and in our own little life. So let's read the mantra together really quick like we normally do. I stop focusing on the negative aspects of this world and instead turn inward to focus on my own negative attitude. I am gentle and kind to myself as I heal and grow. I choose to see myself with love and kindness, and this seemingly simple act will help to improve the entire world. When I shine more light, it helps uplift the world and the more positive energy of those around me. And that is so true. So true, because if we just take the time, you know, everybody has negative things going on in their life. I have negative things, you have negative things, our neighbor has negative things, our kids have negative things. There's not anyone in this world, I feel, that doesn't have at least one negative thing going on. However, it's how you approach those negative things. It's how you work through them. It's how you deal with them that makes it different. I mean, I had somebody reach out to me saying that my life was perfect. No, it's not. It's not perfect. And I don't just show the highlight reel on my social media. You guys see everything. When there's something going on, I share it. When I'm going through problems, I share it and I reach out and ask for help. Like, do you guys suffer from this? How do you get through it? What helps you? That's what I love about social media, is it's a great place to help others and to ask for help yourself. So everyone has something going on that isn't the best, that isn't the most positive. And we really have to try to focus on the positive of that situation. Maybe the situation is coming about because you're supposed to be learning something. Maybe the situation is coming about because you're super strong and you're the type of person that could take that mess, have a solution, and when you get to the end and you're done with it, you can make a message out of it to help somebody else that is going through it, or help somebody else that might go through it and they just don't know what's going to happen to them yet. So there's always a reason why we go through what we're going through. At the moment when you're going through it, we never really know why we're going through it. We question sometimes, like, why me? Why are you always giving this to me? Why am I always going through this stuff? But, you know, at the end, when it's all said and done, we've come up with a solution, we're more positive about the situation. A lot of times we figure out why we went through it, and we end up being able to maybe help somebody else. That is actually, for me, what I feel about a lot of the things that I've been through in life is I feel like I was put through it because I pay it forward. You know, I've been through turmoil, I've been through struggles, I've been through super hard times, I've been in the dark, I've been like at my lowest low, I haven't always been in the best places. However, I've got myself out of them, I found solutions, I found things to help me. So I share that in hopes that I can help someone else or even save someone else from going into a really dark place. I feel like that's my path. God gave me a voice for that purpose. So don't always look at what you're going through as a super negative. Let's try to find the positive of it. Let's try to find a way out of it. And remember that you always have someone to lean on. You always have someone to lean on. So that's the only thing that I wanted to tell you guys today, but let me do as I promised and tell you guys a few of the books that I'm reading. Let me go into my library here. So obviously you guys know Find Your Happiness, the daily mantra, because there's a few Find Your Happiness books. My Girl Wash Your Face, I'm actually halfway done with it. That's what I love about my Kindle. It tells me how many percentage I have left of my books. So Find Your Happiness, I'm only at 20%, but that's because I just read one little mantra a day, and if it's something that touches me that day, I share it with you guys. But Girl Wash Your Face is a really great book, as you can tell, because I just started it and I'm halfway done. I'll be reading more of it today. I started reading some this morning, and it's about where she feels like she's not a good mom, and I can totally relate to that. So I can relate to a lot of her chapters so far. It's a really, really good book. I downloaded, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys on this one. I was thinking about skipping it and not telling you, but How to Save Your Marriage in 3 Simple Steps. You know, I feel that Alex and I have drifted. You know, we don't do a lot of things together. We, you know, we're together, but we're not there together, if that makes sense. We're physically together, but there's no like quality time. You know, it's hard with a blended family and things like that. So I wanted to read this book, not that I feel that our marriage is ending, but I wanted to read this book because I don't want it to get to that point. This is my second marriage. I can see certain behaviors that make me worried. So I figured if I read it, I might be able to see different things that maybe I didn't notice was going on and might have caused this. So I always turn to books to try to help me with things because they've really helped me with a lot of things in my life. You know, I never thought a book would help me through 2 miscarriages, but it did. It helped your mindset. So I downloaded that book just to see if I can have an idea of something that I can do. Another book that I just downloaded that I haven't started yet is Self-Love Experiment. And what it says on this book, let me open it up really quick for the thing. It's called, I want to give you the full title because sometimes it's a long title. The Self-Love Experiment, 15 Principles for Becoming More Kind, Compassionate, and Accepting with Yourself. So I felt that to be a really good read for me. So those are the newest ones. I downloaded Gift of Imperfection, but that's on Audible, so it's basically an audiobook that I listen to like when I'm cleaning the house and stuff like that. I downloaded a few other ones. Just those were a long time ago. A lot of these are audio books, so they're just showing up in here. I guess now I bought the new Kindle, so I guess it can do audio for me. But the main ones that I told you at the beginning are the ones that I'm reading right now. The Self-Love Experiment, as soon as I'm done with Girl Wash Your Face, which I would probably say in a week, I'll probably be done with it, maybe faster because I'm so sucked in. I don't realize I've sat down for 45 minutes to read it. So as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to start the Self-Love. Oh, and then there's another one I downloaded, 100 Days to Brave. So that book is written by, let me see, Annie F. Downs, and it says Devotions for Unlocking Your Most Courageous Self. So as you can see, a lot of them, I download a lot of self-help books. So it is Find Your Happiness that we are doing together. Girl Wash Your Face. And I just started the How to Save Your Marriage in 3 Simple Steps, so I'll let you guys know how that one is, and if I find any tips or whatever, I'll share them. 100 Days to Brave, which is about, letting go of fears and being more courageous. And then the Self-Love Experiment, which I will be starting the Self-Love Experiment as soon as I'm done with Girl Wash Your Face. So those are my newest books that I want to share with you guys that I'm reading that I'm really liking. I've read tons and tons of books. So if there's something that you're struggling with that you would like to listen to a book, if you're not one that reads, when I first started personal development, I listened to them. I wasn't one to sit down, but now it's just something calming to me about sitting down with my Kindle and just getting lost in the book. So just reach out to me. Let me know what you're struggling with. I'm sure I know a book that can help. I've been reading these books now for about 6 years. So I will, Amy. So, there's tons of books. There's one where if you're feeling stuck, and pardon my French, it's called Unfuck Yourself. And it is amazing. It basically tells you to get the hell out of your own way and stop holding yourself back. That was a good book. That's one that I go back to a few times and I listen to on audio. But yeah, books have helped me big time. But back to our topic for today, focus on the positive. So my call to action for you today, if there's something negative that's affecting you, if there's something that you feel you're holding on to, a negative thing that you're holding on to, you need to let it go. And you need to, the Unfuck Yourself book, Terry, get it. It's awesome. I'll try to send you the link. I'll try to text you the link so that way you get the right one. If there's something negative that you're totally holding on to, you need to take the time and really sit down and be like an outsider looking in. Hey, Kim. And take the moment to just really figure out why you're holding on to that. Is there a purpose that you're holding on to that? Sometimes people hold on to negative because they feel they're not worth the positive. They feel that that's the best that they can do. Because they don't have self-belief, they don't have self-love. So take some time today to reflect on why you might be holding on to that negative, because that's going to be your first step of letting it go. So have a great day, guys. I am going to get Ryan his breakfast, get him to school, but after I get his breakfast, I'm going to take some time and do a little reading. So have a great day. Bye.